Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today we are making up a meat and potato casserole. Now I'm on my own here today. My Curtis isn't here with me. But everything you need for this will be in the description, okay? I have some ground beef here. Just gonna get this chopped up here. Get my seasonings in here. And my onions. Looks like a lot of onions, but they're going to cook down. This is your flavor. So I'm going to get this browned up really well. Get it chopped up good. And I'm going to drain whatever fat comes off that meat. Okay? Okay. I got that nice and brown. Drained my fat that came off of it. I just put it all to the side here like that. And put me some paper towel and just let that paper towel absorb all that. And I did not salt this because the soups that are in this and your stock or broth I use is salted. So if I were you, I would taste it for salt because it's already, you know, the soup. You can taste the salt that's in it. If you need more, you can by all means add it. So let's get this over to the counter and start assembling this and get your oven preheated to 350. Okay, here's my potatoes. I have about 3.5 cups, I believe. You can cut them fairly thin. I don't have them real thick, as you can see. I cut them up and rinsed them off, patted them dry. Yeah, about 3.5 cups. 4 to 5 medium-sized potatoes should do it. Okay, now this comes together fairly simple here. Here we have our cream of mushroom with herbs, and we have a can of cream of celery. And here I have my milk and some chicken broth. I just have them mixed together. Pour that right in there. And I did not let me get my whisk here. And we're just going to get this mixed up. Alrighty, I got that all mixed up until it's smooth. Now, if you don't like canned soups, which I know a lot of people, I'll hear it, but I understand, I really do. A lot of people don't like the canned soup, but it's convenient for a lot of us. You want to make your own canned soup? That would be even better, right? Okay, now when I fried my hamburger a while ago with the onions, the spices that I did add to it was just black pepper and garlic powder. That's all I added. And like I said, taste for salt here. And you can do low sodium chicken broth. You know, if you have a problem with a lot of sodium, don't want it, you know, low sodium soups, make your own. Now it's just assembling it. I have my pan there, lightly oiled, and we're just gonna lay our potatoes down. As I said, I cut them fairly thin, but I'm gonna get these laid down and then we'll start assembling it. All right, I put half the potatoes in there. And I'm gonna now put some of that soup right on top of those potatoes. I have my oven preheating. So you're just gonna do half the soup mixture here. All right. Save some for the next stack here, or layer. Just get it spread out evenly here. Okay. Well, It's almost time for Mr. Curtis to take off. For you, those of you who are not aware of it, that's why I'm videotaping by myself. He's getting ready to take off. He's going into the Air Force. He leaves September 3rd. And I'm not doing too well with this, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do without my Curtis. I mean, he's my everything. It's going to be quiet around here without him. I'm not going to start bawling here, but anyways, he's leaving Monday. He's going to Fort Worth. He's got some friends a friend coming in from the UK. They've been online friends for a few years now, and he knows Curtis is leaving into the Air Force, so he wants to come meet up with him. So he's going to be leaving Monday until the 26th, so that'll give me just a few more days with him before he takes off. So I'm going to miss that kid, I'll tell you. But I'm very proud of him. He'll do well. He'll do well. He's very bright. Curtis is a very bright child. A young man, should I say. There goes hamburger flying everywhere. And just put half the meat. Get it spread out there. Now cheese, you can do whatever kind of cheese you want. I'm doing, I think it's, what kind did I use here? Let me see. Colby and Monterey Jack mix is what I'm using. And then do some of your cheese. I got probably about a 1 1/4 cups or so, something like that. I try to, when I cook, I don't measure, and it's hard for me because I want to share it with y'all, and I try to measure everything out as I'm going. Just leave some for the top, however much you want to use. Okay? You like cheese? Hey. Drowned it in some cheese. Okay, so I'm going to go with another layer of the potatoes, the soup, the meat, cheese, and we'll get this in the oven. Okay. Now my oven is preheated. Now the potatoes, when I stacked them and just repeated the layers, you're going to stack your potatoes on one another. You just don't got to spread them all out and think, oh, I just need that thin layer. They're not going to bake because this is going to bake for a good while. Now this is up to you if you want to put that cheese on there right now, or do you want to bake it for at least an hour, pull your foil off, then put your cheese. Just depends. You know, that's up to you. I'm doing it just like this. That way I ain't got to mess with it or anything like that. And I'm not even sure what size dish this is, but you want a sort of a deep dish. That way you have a deep dish meat and potato casserole. Or you could do it thin, but you'll have to adjust your baking time, okay? So just make sure it's, if you want a thick casserole, you have it kind of, now you don't want a real big pan, like a 9x13 I think would make a thin casserole. That's not quite a 9x13, I don't believe. But in the oven it goes. I'm going to let it bake maybe, I'll probably check it after the first hour, see if them potatoes are tender, and if they're tender, we're done. So let me get my foil on top of this. It will bake with the foil. Get it covered up. In the oven it goes. 350 Fahrenheit. Check it after an hour. Alrighty, my friends. I bake mine for an hour and a half. Ovens vary. Depends on how thick you cut that potato. Mine actually has been sitting here for a couple of hours because nobody was ready to eat. But now they're ready. So I wanted to cut it with y'all or just dive in. Let me get my plate here. Let's get a piece of this out of here. Now, you can definitely go in and get you some out soon as it's done, but it won't be as firm. It just depends on how you like it. Let's get a piece of this out of here. With them potatoes and that meat. See there. Hope y'all can See that? It's still warm. See there? If you let it cool, it'll get more firm. I used russet potatoes for this. That's comfort food. That is comfort food. Warm me up some vegetables with that. Delicious. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. As I said in a few videos back, as soon as Curtis leaves, I'll be taking a break as well. It'll be a while. Because like I said, my husband has to have surgery and got a lot going on myself. So, but please don't leave me. I'll be back. And please continue to watch, like, and subscribe as always. And if I ever forget anything, I'll put it in the description. And until next week, you guys enjoy, I like to call it potato and meat pie. You guys enjoy that. Love y'all. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.